Do you want the latest information about real estate activities in Pennsylvania? Tune into Tom's Take right now. You're definitely going to want to watch this one. We're back on Tom's Take. We're still here, virtual, non-essential in Pennsylvania. And right now we're the last state that has a blanket non-essential order. Frustrating, yes. Stopping people from buying and selling homes, absolutely not. And what I wanted to share today is what the outlook is when we can get back to business in an essential manner, because that's going to start happening on May 8th from the governor's orders, not here in the greater Philadelphia area, rather other parts of the state. And what we know we can and can't do right now. So where we are is this. Last week, the governor came out and they talked about that red, yellow, green tiered opening of the state. And when counties go yellow, real estate activities, in-person activities will be allowed to resume. Now, that doesn't mean that you can just do whatever you want. There's some guidelines. You have to follow personal protection equipment rules, masks, gloves, booties, and do things based on the CDC guidelines, which makes a lot of sense. So not any question about that. That obviously is a safety first concern. I'm in total agreement. Unfortunately, our counties aren't going yellow at the end of the week on May 8th. The rollout plan from the governor and from the Department of the Health is that most of the counties, the 24 counties that are going to yellow, are in Northwest Pennsylvania and North Central Pennsylvania. So that doesn't include Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, Philadelphia, even Berks and Bucks, the areas that we serve. So right now we're still going to be held back and not be able to do essential activities, except, and this is some nonsense rule they came up with, and it's the rule regardless, they have a certain transaction that will be allowed to happen in red states with in-person activities, meaning going and looking at homes. And it has to do with if your current home was under contract and sold before March 19th, or your lease, there was some sort of binding written document that your lease would be ending prior to March 19th, that is when you can go perform in-person activities. So that's nice for those people that have a need. My frustration here is, let's say someone sold their house on March 20th because they were negotiating or they were getting paperwork signed. Well, that person's out of luck. That is an arbitrary date. The only reason they picked it is because that's when the closure order went into place. It's an arbitrary date. It doesn't give people an equal, fair shake at going out and finding a new home to meet the basic need of shelter. So to me, another misstep by the governor, by the governor's office in how to turn real estate back on. And obviously, if you've been watching the show, you've been following me, we've been lobbying for them to make real estate essential. There continues to be a lot of pressure. There's now 2 bipartisan bills in play to make real estate essential in Pennsylvania. There's one bill in the Senate right now, according to RAS Media. It's Senate Bill 1137, sponsored by Senator Boscola in Lehigh. It's a bipartisan bill that would outlines guidelines for real estate to become essential again. There's also House Bill 2412 from the former PAR president that passed the House last week. It's going to the Senate floor. So our local reps are pushing stuff and trying to get it up to the governor's office. The challenge is it's taken too long. I mean, this has been over a week now since this bill was out there and Senate was on recess and everything else. So here's what I know. Right now we're in a fluid situation. We're in a tough spot. There's a lot of pressure. The Supreme Court of the United States is now involved in this. So this is serious. And here's what I know for buyers and sellers. There are agents out there that are going to tell you, hey, it's okay to break the law and bend the rules. I'm not one of those people. I don't know how you can trust someone to assist you in what's probably one of your biggest financial transactions of your life and saying, hey, it's okay to break the law and not follow these rules. Do I agree with them? Absolutely not. Am I compliant? 100%. So this is becoming a joke, if you ask me. And I'm not going to be able to change it. I can lobby. I can do all this stuff I've been doing to help our clients and consumers out there. It's not going to change. So if you're thinking about making a real estate decision right now, the best thing to do is make sure you're talking to someone who is informed, who knows what's going on, who understands what's happening in the market. There are realtors out there. I got a couple emails back from people I'm trying to reach out to because we're working on some business. Hey, I will not be performing any duties of my job until the COVID-19 stay-home order is lifted. That person should probably be out of the business. You can do things virtually. I'm working every day. I've got a computer. I've got a cell phone. We've got Zoom calls. You've got to find an agent who knows what's going on, who can practice real estate safely in compliance with the state laws right now and give you the right advice. And I am 100% on board with strategy sessions to try to get ahead of this, so when this order does get lifted and you've got a real estate need, you can be ahead of the curve and you can beat the competition. So if you're a buyer or a seller right now thinking about making a move, the thing to do is this. Find an agent you feel comfortable with. Interview them over a Zoom call. Make sure that they are in line with your goals and your needs, and they're going to fiercely represent you and give you the right advice to navigate this challenging market. If you got any questions, you know where to reach me. I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully we get some good news here soon. And as always, thanks for watching.